going, everybody? Welcome to episode 1186 of FloWrestling Radio, live from Austin, Texas, and presented by Nike Wrestling. Just the three of us building castles in the sky today. No JD Raider. He was, interestingly, I still never got the story. He was wearing chainmail.
Yeah.
Like a hood, like a medieval, like a knight in transit to this this high school duel.
Let's see if I can pull up that picture.
Is he going to Easton?
Nazareth.
Oh wow, that's a big one. So they're going to that. He and Tyler, and he was wearing. We'll pull it in because I don't understand it, and maybe I don't want to understand it. JD's of a different generation, and I just chalk it up to youth.
I'm happy. I'm glad that he wore it. They stopped in my hometown and went to the Milburn Deli, which famously sponsors the football and wrestling team in the town of Milburn Heights.
But not us.
No, they haven't become sponsors of Flow yet, but we give them a shouts anyway. I will anyway. And they got some delicious sloppy joes. There he is, Milburn Deli, baby.
I don't know why he's wearing this. This is real chainmail. Apparently, he got in trouble with security. This is real. Why is he wearing this? I don't understand JD. I guess there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
You're in New Jersey. Is it dangerous?
He's afraid of getting a halbrand or some other battle axe to the neck.
Where did Tyler post the TSA pic?
No, I think he just said that in the
on his story.
Slack.
Oh,
yeah.
Apparently it's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram. Him getting patted down.
My favorite was we were talking about this in the office, and then Quinn, who works in our video guys and working the equipment, which the closet is right next to us, and he heard us talking about chainmail, and he goes, "Is it mithril?"
No, I said
Kozak
mithril.
said that, yeah, and then Quinn started jumping in. We had a whole Lord of the Rings talk.
All right. I got to get this thing moving. We have a lot to get to today. I didn't even introduce Andrew Spade, John Kozak are here, and that's it other than me. We got to talk rankings. We got to talk a huge weekend in wrestling. Honestly, we got Ironman is going down this weekend. Penn State's wrestling Wyoming. Iowa's wrestling UTC and Utah Valley. All that's live on Flow. The biggest duel of the weekend is Ohio State versus NC State, Oklahoma State versus West Virginia. So much to get to. And I guess I'm playing host.
Where would you like to start today, CP?
Let's start with the rankings. Let's start with, we got
quiet week.
Quiet week.
Yeah.
Rankings don't matter. It's early December.
So Kozak started a fire. Well, I knew something crazy was coming when they decided for the first time ever to consider an injury default for the first time ever.
Not the first time ever.
When else has it happened?
Tegadali.
Nick
Feldman.
I never knew about this.
Tegadali was about to tech Nick Feldman.
Mm-hmm.
Had the takedown. Nick goes, whoop, whoop, whoop. Whirly bird.
He whirlied it?
Whirly bird. Nobody said anything then.
Nobody said anything then.
No one even noticed.
There was discussions, but not in the general Twitter sphere.
No one even cared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we already broke the.
So I attribute this to Duke Mafia.
Duke Mafia. They pressured Kozak, and the Mafia. A lot of people say the Mafia has lost its power. Not the Duke Mafia. Perhaps the Gambino or the Bonanno crime family.
New York Mafia is dying on the vine. They busted the gambling ring in New Jersey not that long ago.
Yeah, they got a couple wrestlers.
A couple wrestlers were in there.
Nick Ramo, what are you doing, bud? Wasn't that long ago this guy's wrestling who's number one. Now I don't know what he's doing.
He's learning his lesson.
He's taking action.
All right, so do we want to start with Peach or Nick Ramo?
Well, we touched on Nick, so we can
Mafia.
I mean, Duke Mafia. So you counted the match, and he moved up from 29 to 12. So okay.
He'll be 11. He'll be 11 next week if that helps anybody, because Hippolito's coming out. But yeah, I mean, we kind of already talked about it.
Yeah, we don't have to
last week. I don't know how much more we need to dive into it.
That's not really what people are most.
That's what I thought we were going to be like originally when we were. I made JD and I got in the room. It really wasn't a crazy debate, and we kind of saw it.
Oh, JD was softening.
Yeah, he was softening a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, we did that. And so I'm thinking like, all right, this is what we're going to talk about on Thursday, that the decision to move Duke up, what kind of precedent does it set? And the process that we would go through every week or every weight and, set all the rankings. And this was the craziest week because there's so many upsets.
Yeah.
There's 1,400 matches.
CKLV is
CKLV is nuts. So it was like, man, it took a long time. And so didn't get done with the rankings. We were here till like, I don't know, 7 o'clock or so, drive home, finish everything up. And so get all the weights done. And then we put in put all the weights in one sheet that attributes their team points. And then from there, that's how you set the team ranking. Individual rankings, set the team rankings. And I get done, and I'm like, okay, where is Penn State at? Because I took out Josh Barr as the number one at 197, because I took out all the wrestlers who haven't wrestled since NCAA's last year. And so I saw, my first thought was Penn State has 103 points. I'm like, wow, okay, it went down a lot. And I looked at Iowa, and they had 102 and a half. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, well, at least Penn State is still number one ahead of Iowa. Like, that would be not good. And then I copied and pasted everything, sorted it by points, and it came out as Ohio State is number one. And so I immediately sent it to the Slack. I'm like, does anybody want to guess the team points this week? And I mean, basically the conversation was like, man, I didn't believe that it could happen until I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, all you have to do is take away an NCAA champion's points, and it gets a lot closer.
And it gets a lot closer.
Yeah.
So that was how it went down. I was very surprised myself.
Now, Ben, our friend Ben Askren, who is now okay. Now Kozak's just breaking things.
He's just having a
There's
tantrum.
like a
He's
piece
so
of plywood down here. I don't know.
There's a
what
piece
happened.
of plywood. He thinks we should be considering freestyle results.
You and me style?
He thinks we should be considering you and me style results.
Okay.
I obviously know that is. I don't think he knows what he's saying when he says that. I think it's easy to say. Obviously, PJ Duke and Marcus Blaze are transcendent talents, and holding them back because all their best wins or most of their best wins are in freestyle doesn't make sense. But I think he wants to selectively look at that, but I don't think he understands the glut of data that would make complete and total chaos. I don't know if you have like some examples you can go over. I have some for sure that would make a total catastrophe to rank and consider freestyle.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this yesterday, and you're like, hey, could you find like some examples of this that would be like clearly to where it's like freestyle results don't match up with folk style, and, you know, the bit of Pandora's box that would open. And I'm like, man, basically let's just look at U23s. And because that is probably like the most comparable. It's the same basic age group, right? Mm-hmm. And it's one where you have clear examples, whereas like the freestyle results don't match with folk style results. So, I mean, we put them in the sheet, right, to where you can kind of go through and look at it. It's like Kurt Phipps beat Drake Ayala.
Right.
Cade Brown beat Jackson Joy. Kurt Phipps beat Drake Ayala 2 years ago.
After Drake was an NCAA finalist.
Yes. Cade Brown beat Jackson Joy this summer in freestyle. Christian Tanafu, not Michigan's starter, beat Cooper Flynn. Daniel Guanajuato beat Brendan McCrone. Vince Cornella tech CJ Composto. Caleb Larkin beat Jesse Mendez. I mean, these are just like examples of just this like, oh,
we could do this
casually.
We could do
scrolling.
a show of 2024, 2025 freestyle results that would totally be counter to
right
the NCAA results. And
Yeah.
That's what I think people don't maybe necessarily realize, but it is true.
I would say my big point about the entire rankings debate, I think that gets lost a lot, is how much time it takes to actually do the rankings. And you have Sunday, at best Sunday afternoon is when you have the results. Usually it's Sunday night. And then you have to publish by Tuesday morning. So this is a tight turnaround, and this is why I was disappointed in Ben, and I would like the opportunity to tell him that I think his tweet was unfair, that he was kind of setting up a straw man of saying that we refuse to rank unproven wrestlers is not exactly true. And also he's cherry picking, which is the number one thing that everybody does when they criticize rankings. They look at the result that to them doesn't make sense, and then they want to then reverse engineer what the process should be so that the result that they want in that one specific instance makes sense without thinking at all about the ramifications and then the unintended consequences. When you say now, well, if you just look at their freestyle result, you know he's better, or this true freshman has the age level world medals to be good. Well, now you're setting a precedent that you are saying, well, just look at the ones that matter. You you still have to draw a cutoff line.
Yeah.
Which means you are creating a ridiculous amount of work that you have no idea how much there is out there. And until you actually do rankings, you never will.
Another easy one is Christian Carroll beat Camden McDaniel, Jacob Warner, Tony Cassiope, Trey Munoz, others. And
Carter Young.
And then Carter Young beat Seth Gross, Nashawn Garrett, Tyler Graff. Like you could literally do this all day, and it just makes the small number of elite true freshmen, elite freestyle, and elite folk style prospects that have to wait maybe 2 months to get a ranking that is more representative of their skill level. It's 2 or 3 guys. It's Marcus Blaze. It's PJ Duke. It's a couple guys. Versus the total chaos and basically a very inconsistent picture of NCAA folk style strength that you would provide if you rank Christian Carroll last year preseason. I mean, he'd have to be ranked top 5 if you consider those freestyle wins for NCAA wrestling wins. And we know that Christian was not that last year. He wasn't close to that last year. Braxton Amos. I mean, I hate to keep saying names, but you could do this all day and it would just look really, really silly. So people that say you should consider freestyle rankings don't even know what they're saying. They don't even understand the base level ramifications of that.
It's a Pandora's box.
It really is. It really is. And making markets, listen, and also true freshmen are only as hamstrung in rankings as the schedule. Landon Robidoux LaDarian Lockett was ranked 2nd like 2 weeks into the season as a true freshman, solely based on folks. So it's all about the schedule and the opportunity. And those Penn State guys that are super good that we know are going to be wrestling deep in the, they just haven't had them yet. They're going to get their high rankings just like Luke did last year, and then they're going to be ranked in the top 5 for the next 3.5 years.
That's kind of one of the small ironies of the many ironies of the entire debate. But it's like, okay, Penn State, Cale Sanderson, and the coaching staff clearly are not concerned about getting these true freshmen the rankings that they need, as they should not be, as every head coach
Especially
should not
in December. It doesn't matter.
So it's December. They're not worried if Flo or anybody's rankings don't have their true freshmen ranked where they eventually will be ranked. They know how to get them qualified. They know how to get them the matches that they need. They know what their schedule is going to be. So if the coaching staff is not concerned about it, I'm not sure why any of the fans would be, but I get it. You're passionate college sports fans. It's part of the course.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I've seen this narrative where blaming Penn State not going to national duels as like a reason for, or one of the reasons for why this has happened in our rankings. And so, from, Penn State fans, and most of them have been fine. Like, there's always crazy fans are what make the sport awesome, right? And what make college wrestling better, than anything else, to where you can't have it both ways, to where you say, hey, we trust Cal, we trust the coaches. They don't want to go to national duels. They know we're going to build towards March, and we'll see what happens in March. And then to say, well, you guys should have all the freshmen ranked where they should be at before they wrestle anybody, to where it's like, okay, well, you can't have it both ways. You can't say like, well, no, we don't want a tough schedule in November, but also we want all of our freshmen ranked in the top 5 before they wrestle or beat anybody in the top 5. And so it's like, hey, I'm with you, and I feel like Marcus Blaze is going to be top 5. Connor Mirasola is probably a top 5 guy. PJ Duke, probably top 5. I'm with you, but they haven't wrestled anybody in the top 5.
Predictions, then okay, but that's just not what this is.
Right.
Wait 2 weeks, like it's gonna happen.
Can you imagine if we only once you say like, okay, we're going to take these true freshmen and we know what their level is going to be. We talk about them in their high school careers. We talk about them in their freestyle careers. It's not like they're not known to us, but if we start doing that, then where do you draw the line? It's the same thing with when are you counting injury defaults? There's always a line that has to be drawn. Whether you think it's easy or not, you're still arbitrarily setting a cutoff for, okay, well, only world medalists or something. And then every coach down the line, we already get enough guff, damned if you do, damned if you don't, for not paying attention to the smaller programs and the programs without as the bigger fan bases. But every single guy that's on every team, you're going to have to then scrutinize and say, well, does he have the potential? Is he a true freshman? Is he just not getting those matches yet? You treated these guys that way. Why do you not treat our guys that way? It would go on and on forever. It's a completely impossible game to win, but that's what makes it so enjoyable and rewarding as well.
For sure. Okay. Anything else on the rankings? Like,
Well, Josh Barr. I mean, I think that is really the central key here. Should Josh Barr have been removed? Should we remove inactive wrestlers? It's week 7 in the NCAA season. Some wrestlers, Lorenzo Frezza, he has 21 matches right now. Like that, some wrestlers have over 20 matches. It's crazy.
It's a full season for a lot of guys these days.
I mean, when should we remove inactive wrestlers? And we didn't just do it for Penn State. We did it across the board. And for me, I feel like rankings should reflect currently, like the current landscape. What's happening right now? And if someone's been out for a month or 2 or 6 weeks, I feel like okay, they gotta come out of the rankings.
An underrated benefit to doing the rankings as we do them and as you and JD do them is that you have a snapshot of whatever point of the season that those rankings come out. And you get to look back and kind of trace all the big events of the year. And you can go, oh, this is when this guy came back, or this is when this guy had that great CKLV, and this team really showed out at this event. And it's interesting to have that historical record. And again, it's not, it's still early December. So let's enjoy the journey.
Yeah, I mean, we had this, I forget who, I think it was with Nathan Tomasel. Can you pull up NATO's WrestleStat?
Mm-hmm.
This happened. This is back when I was still doing the rankings with Ben Golden, not Askren. And NATO was out for a while. He missed a significant amount of time. It was either him or it might have been Clark. I think it was NATO, though. And we're like, no, NATO's coming back. We know he's coming back. And if we take him out, it just gives a totally inaccurate picture of the NCAA landscape. And it's just like
it was NATO.
Huh?
I don't think it was NATO.
Look at his 2017 season. Look for a big gap in where he missed time.
He had 25 matches.
I know, no, just look at the dates in his last year.
He never went more. I mean,
okay, so he didn't wrestle till
CKLV.
Till CKLV.
That's what we use as cutoff.
Okay.
If CKLV, if they're not there by then.
Okay, so so it was a pretty similar situation.
Yeah.
So we were getting a lot of heat to take him out, and we're like, no. He's coming back. He will be back. And, 133 doesn't look the same. I think he was 33 this year. Mm-hmm. With NATO not ranked. He's the best or second best guy. So we kept him at number 1 despite him not wrestling. And I felt like that was, I don't know. I think that's the way I like to do it. But I'm also like, well, if these guys haven't wrestled, I understand. But it just 197 doesn't look right without Josh Barr there, and the team rankings don't look right without Josh Barr's points there. When ultimately we are projecting the NCAA tournament, the NCAA results, not projecting, but these are supposed to be kind of a snapshot of what that reality may be. So I don't know. I could go either way. When I was the ranker, I didn't take these guys out.
Well, I think a big difference here is I think I remember that, or maybe it was a similar situation where the head coach was very clear that it's like, hey, this is when this guy's coming back. And when you have that, and I know I'm now talking out of both sides of my mouth, oh, do we treat the top guys well when you hear from the coaches, whatever. But if you have information solid saying this guy's coming back at this point, I feel like it's okay to rank that way or take actions and decisions that way. But right now, the information we have with Josh Barr, and I think Coach Kale just had a little mini media thing, and he said he's on his way back, no timetable, which is fine. But also that he'll then have a wrestle-off with Connor Mirasola or have a competition with Connor Mirasola.
Yeah.
So that information is a lot different than, well, NATO's coming back for the CKLV, so there's no reason to take him out. Or this wrestler is coming back at this date, so there's no reason to take him out.
Yeah. And I think perhaps the Mirasola dynamic is rationale to put Connor in and take out Josh, just because he's been the starter. He is certainly a viable NCAA Division I starter for Penn State. And, maybe we should not assume the result of that wrestle-off necessarily. To me, I think it's, I just have a hard time thinking Connor Mirasola is going to beat Josh Barr. But maybe we shouldn't assume that, and maybe it should be ranked as we did it.
Well, I think the other part too is like last year I was told Ryan Kirkham was going to be back. Like
burned by that.
I'm a scarred man, and people know how much I love Lehigh. Their coaching staff knows that, but it's like, okay, you tell me Kirkham's going to be back, and then he doesn't come back. And then we could even go back to Suriano, where Cal's like, yeah, he's in the room working out, and he doesn't wrestle at NCAA. So like, even with the coaches saying like, yeah, our guys, he's going to be back, and Coach Cal said the same thing about Josh Barr this week. He's like, yeah, he's scrapping in the room, but when he comes back, when he's ready, he's going to have a wrestle off with Connor Mirasola.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, and so that's where it's like, all right, you want me to use data, but also you want me to project, but I can't project, and so it's a weird thing.
What about the suggestion? This comes up every now and then. It definitely came up when Anthony Kassar and Shakur Rashid were both 197. We didn't know basically until Big Tens who would be the starter, but just rank multiple guys for each team at each weight class. If they're good enough, then people should know where they rank.
That was one of the funnier things. Like these Penn State fans found this like something in a rule book that said, I think what this means we could enter both Shaq and Kassar.
That traveled through the boards like wildfire. They were ready to pounce on that one.
That was funny. But no, for me, is there an element of Penn State's the best team? Everyone knows they're the best team. We sat here a week ago and you said,
yeah,
there's like, you didn't give in a dual meet setting, you didn't give them a percentage.
I gave them of
losing. And in a tournament, even less so. The fact that they're not ranked number 1 right now does not feel right to me. They are the best team. Penn State is going to win the national tournament. And it feels weird. And I know every other ranker, the other sites are in a similar situation where they're staring down the barrel of
really close.
One result would put Ohio State number 1. So that's an odd place to be because Penn State is the best team.
And a silver lining, I would say, for all this is kind of off of what you just mentioned is this is injecting a little bit of life into the season. We all still believe that Penn State is the runaway favorite. But, as much as we're kind of getting on our soapboxes and defending ourselves and maybe getting a little huffy-puffy about it, at the same time, it's conversation. It's what we live for. It's the whole point of the season is to enjoy the ride.
Well, here's what I think is funny with that, and maybe this is whatever can close it out. But I went over the rankings way more after I saw Penn State was number 2. I'm like, okay, like how can we, should I move something to make it not so? Should I move?
Could Blaze be higher?
Could Blaze be higher? Could Mirasola be higher? I mean, Blaze probably not. He hasn't his win. The reason he's so high is because he beat Matt Ramos.
Yeah.
But he also lost to Palmer in that same tournament. So it's like, I don't know. Mirasola, you can make the argument where he should be above Geog, which even that wouldn't change it. But if we brought Stout down all the way below Bechtold, which is like, dude, Stout, I mean, his total wins are way better than Mirasola's. He just lost to Bechtold. But anyways, what I was going to say is that, get there and it's like, man, okay, these are our rankings. This is what it says for the team score. Like, integrity-wise, it would be like, it would be a lack of integrity to say like, well, I'm just going to move some rankings around so that I can get the result that I want to get. But then that's what I'm accused of when it comes out that Ohio State's number 1 was like, well, you moved somebody around to make sure that Ohio State was number 1 so you could get the page views. Whereas, like, I mean, I could have done that, but it would have made my life a lot easier responding to people and saying, like, I shouldn't have a job, that Ohio State's ranked number 1 over
You don't like
Penn
that
State.
when people tell you that you should?
It's not the first time you've been fired.
That's
been fired. You were pre-fired.
I was pre-fired, and look at what came out of that.
Yeah.
You consider that a negative? Doesn't that just motivate you to do your job better when many strangers that you don't know are publicly calling for you to get fired?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm used to it by now.
But to your point, you gotta ultimately you're putting your name on them. You're a man of integrity, and as long as you're able to put it out there and be okay with yourself, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I just think it was ironic that people were accusing me of like the very thing that I didn't do because I could have done it to make things less, I don't know, controversial.
Explosive.
Yeah.
It was a week full of ironies, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is heavy as the crown, John.
Yeah, everyone wants to talk about rankings, but no one wants to be the rank king.
Oh, that's you.
Didn't see that coming.
Man, he was just sitting on that.
The rank king.
He's just waiting to put a bow on the ranking conversation.
Came
with
to
that,
me, yeah.
with that mic drop.
Late one night.
Okay.
Well done, King.
Okay. Lot of big matches going down this weekend.
gosh.
Where do we want to go? I mean, well, we can't do the. We could cut to the Ohio State. So we did our pick'ems for Ohio State, NC State. So we preview that entire dual meet. Me, JD, and then Spay was on that as
was
well.
Kozak duty.
Yeah, you were Kozak duty. I wonder if we should just play.
Do you want to preview it first, or do you want to play it? Or
The play is the
is
preview.
Okay.
Okay, Nikki, why don't you play it, and then we'll.
After break.
This is our NC State Ohio State preview. Can you hear Nikki?
All right,
Oh,
now
look at that.
time for our picks segment this weekend. We're sticking with just one duel this weekend. Our duel of the century of the week, NC State versus Ohio State. Pick this one because you're like, all right, that's like a really cool matchup, NC State versus Ohio State.
Then you look.
Dude, and then I looked at it and I was like, we should not have picked this one because I legitimately don't know who is going to win half of these matchups.
It's a great one to do.
Yeah, that makes it one you want to do.
Yeah.
I know.
You want the unknown. You don't want to blow out.
He wants the low degree of difficulty. He thinks that's going to help him, but it's not
I
going to help
trust in
him.
my ball knowledge. It's when you get to the 50-50s, that's where you've made up all your ground.
The 50-50s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recognizing that they're maybe not 50-50. So as you know, we have a season-long, I should say, competition where we do 10 picks every single week. We draft it back
Sometimes
and forth.
more, sometimes less.
Yeah, but I like sticking at 10. And I started off hot. JD has stopped the bleeding. He won the CKLV week, and now he's going to try to keep it going. But ultimately, we know he will fail.
You're going to gloss over the fact that he's actually on a 3 pick'em winning streak, according to the commissioner.
Absolute lie.
Who I'm filling in for, by the way. But as the acting commissioner, I think I have the authority to say the previous the actual authority is correct there. The commissioner, his policies have been carried over during the acting.
There's one person that knows the truth, and he sees it all. That's all I'm gonna
Kozak
say.
watching from the control room.
All right, this duel goes down Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern in the Cavelli Center, Big 10 Plus, if you want to watch it. Christian, you get to pick first.
Okay, it's my time. I get the first pick. I'm going with Ben Davino.
That was my 1-1.
Big time favorite over Homan. I mean, Ben Davino, he's just a point scoring machine. A lot of trust in him. There's a couple others I really trust, but starting with Ben Davino, probably not a controversial pick there.
Not a controversial pick for number 2, although maybe. But I'm going Jesse Mendez.
Yeah.
Ryan Jack's really tough, but come on, it's Jesse Mendez. Like, it's Jesse.
Yeah, and he's won this match. He's wrestled this match. He's so I would favor him as well. Next up, I'm going Dylan Fishback over Donald Cates. I think just a big disparity there between those two. Cates is kind of hard to score on, but Fishback just a lot more ways to score. I would favor him in this matchup.
In battle over his old team, correct?
Yeah. Oh, that is
Teammates.
kind of interesting dynamic.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a
interesting.
little early there.
Now's where it gets tough for me.
Yeah.
So with my next pick, already with not much confidence, I'm going 165, Will Denny over Patty.
Wow. Really?
I'm really high on Denny.
Holy smokes. I like Denny too.
Would you pick him to win this match?
I had Patty down.
You had Patty down.
Somewhere. Literally last. He was my last confidence pick.
Well, this doesn't bode well. This make me notice that this is like your Larkin last week.
It could be, but I mean, maybe not.
JD, this is like your Grand Slam pick, your Grand Slam breakfast from Denny's.
I know I messed up. I could have got that value.
Luke Geog versus Kason Howell.
Here's my thing, though. Is that your pick?
I'm going Geog.
Hey,
Geog.
they could use Shoemate.
Huh?
They could use Shoemate, and then you don't win this.
I don't think they are.
He came back this week, but prior to that, they'd been using Shoemate. But they came back for Bellarmine.
I got Geog going, Geog winning.
I do think Geog's going to go, but I didn't like the possibility of them throwing Shoemate out.
Yeah. I think on a percentage basis, you should probably have gone with Geog, just because if he wrestles, he should win.
That's true.
Probably
That's
a
true.
90%er. I'm trying to help you.
It got difficult for JD, but CP, you're saying it was still very easy for you at this point.
To me, it's very easy. Now it's gonna get hard.
Now you got me rooting. They throw Seth Shoemate.
Yeah,
I'm going to look way smart.
that'll be
wicked
really.
smart.
No, you will look smart if that happens. Listen, it's a possibility.
It is. Geog got hurt at national duels. He's only wrestled one match since then. So
Yes, these are so tough. Moving forward.
I'm going Vince Robinson. Buzakis could do Buzakis things, pick up a crazy reversal to his back. Vince is far from untouchable. He's lost already this year, but I think if he avoids being on top too much, he should win this match.
Yeah, well, that's not really Robinson's game either.
No.
I think I'm about to make you a lot happier when I tell you I think they're going to use Macron.
Oh, yes.
So
I still,
Insider trading.
I am still nervous.
yeah, because he could just pin him.
Correct.
Yeah,
You could pick now CP, theoretically, also Patty Gallagher. You guys can each pick either side here.
I don't think
we
so.
don't do that.
No?
We use all the weights.
Only all the
Yep,
weights?
the weight's gone.
Okay. So that, all right, so forget.
Because if he's wrong, then I get the benefit there, so it still helps me. My next one, I think it's so early. Oh man, I'm going Brandon Cannon
I had him winning.
over Jackson Arrington.
Yep. He was not. That was my second next pick.
Okay, I think.
That was-
Listen, Arrington is been good. He did have the loss to Nininger. I don't think he's had other losses. No, he would have lost to Robidou, I guess.
If Brandon Cannon wrestles like he did at national duels, Brandon Cannon will win this match.
I'm so high on Brandon.
So I feel like it's his match to lose.
Yeah, I agree. But this is just when you start to get to this point, it's like, man, the losers, the guys you're picking to lose, are so good. It
Yes.
makes it
Really tough.
super nerve wracking. All right, go
My
off.
next one, this is the same way. I'm getting looted.
Oh my gosh, you're going looted over Biskins.
Look, I know he's hurt. A healthy Ethan Styles should win this match.
Who's hurt?
Ethan.
Who hurt him?
It was like week 1. He's been wearing this brace. He's only been like winning, like 6-2 and stuff like that. So that's why I'm a little nervous. But you got to stick to the guns.
I think Biskins is a really tough matchup for him. That guy is so hard to finish on, and Ethan's not a guy that gives himself a ton of chances to score. I think this is a one takedown, super tight. This would not have been my pick. I am thrilled, but nervous to pick Matt Singleton. I've just been listen, Carson is amazing, but Singleton has looked as good as any 74-pounder in the country.
It's true.
And he has been tested time and time again, and he just keeps winning. He just pinned Lenny Pinto. He's beaten Facundo. He's had other wins as well. He's been tested. He keeps winning. I think I just went 5 for 5 here, boys.
Come on, son.
I'm feeling good. Now, you got a tough one here.
I know. Nick Feldman versus Isaac Trumbull. Coming into this season,
Yes.
you feel really good about picking Isaac Trumbull.
Oh, my God. He's going to do it.
But then
He's a Feldmaniac.
Isaac Trumbull doesn't wrestle. And then Nick Feldman beats AJ Ferrari at national duels. And now I flip a coin. I'm riding with Millard South. I'm going Isaac Trumbull.
Okay.
T-Rums.
Good.
I got the Omaha shirt on today, the homie in. I got to ride with Omaha. That's the only reason. I truly don't know who's going to win this one.
So here's the thing, though. Has he wrestled yet this year?
Yes, he has.
Okay.
He
He must have wrestled last week. He jostled.
Jostled. They got Hunter Katka. Got the
Okay.
big cat.
He looked good. I haven't seen that match.
Good enough.
I don't think it was a major, but it was like a 8-1 type of match.
What I do,
So they won. Trumbull beat him 5-3 at NCAAs last year. So certainly, within the margin of error. I don't dislike the pick. I would have picked Trumbull. I would have. Despite,
Again, what I kind of fell back on for these was kind of at their best. Who do you pick?
see, at their best, I just am irrationally high on Nick Feldman. And
Okay.
just like don't think many guys can beat him. But I just think Trumbull will win. Just
Okay, maybe I should have said at their best that we have regularly seen in the past.
you're right.
year.
I'm wrong. I just have this, I just have this undying belief in Nick Feldman. But I probably would
It's
have.
justified. And I do think Nick will be better this year than he was last year, which was not the case last year from the year before.
Mm-hmm.
He took a step back last year, I felt like.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it seems like he's getting it back, so I don't know.
So we got this
6'4".
6'4". So for NC State, but I don't have it 6'4" because I have
Good
Biscuits. Oh wait, I would have it 6'4" because we flip 65 and we differ on 49 as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be a great duel. Make sure you go to the Cavelli if you're not watching online.
Yeah.
I'll
Ohio
be.
State always does a good job scheduling like at least one like big time top tier program to come to the Cavelli Center. It seems like every year.
They're wrestling Virginia Tech this year. They almost don't. I guess they aren't.
But it's normally first duel of
Yeah.
the season.
Dang. Who's scared?
They replace him with this ACC opponent.
Interesting. But a great duel. Can't wait.
Who would have
for it.
thought after national duels we'd be sitting here being like, I have NC State winning a duel against Ohio State.
They very reasonably could. The path for NC State is clear. They need 25, 49, 65, 74, heavy, and either bonus advantage or they need to swing like they need Arrington to win, or that's probably their best available upset in my mind. So yeah, very winnable. Ohio State's the favorite here, but man, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be a good one.
It's going to be really good.
Currently number 1 ranked Ohio State.
That is interesting. We need to get
In
some
the
cool
rankings.
rankings out too. That would be cool. All right, well, that's it.
That's it. Back to us in real time.
Except unless sometimes we just end the show with this, at which point, thank you for watching, and we'll be back Monday.
Monday.
Yep.
Normal
so
time.
Depending on what we do, you'll get two. This is the alternate ending.
Yeah, it's like the movie Clue.
It's just like Clue.
We've all seen.
Yeah, gotta go back a couple years.
Very Whoa! Just time traveled. We're back. All right, let me get this out of my ear. Biggest takeaways from Ohio State, NC State. We're not going to recap that because we just did, but probably 25 being the biggest storyline. The usage of Macron, not guaranteed, but it seems like that's what's going to happen. Kozak, what happens if Brendan Macron comes out and beats Vince Robinson? What are you going to do?
I mean, that's chaos, right? Because it feels like, doesn't it feel like Bouzakis is kind of leading the race right now? He's a little bit ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, man, it would just muddy the waters even more in that roster battle.
But if he beats Robinson, would he go to number 2
Well, right now, Robinson's number 1.
or 1?
Bouzakis is 5. Macron cannot go that high. I mean, just looking at his total resume, I mean, he
He's not lost this year, right?
hasn't lost this year, but hasn't wrestled much. I mean, I guess you could say his best win is against the number 5 wrestler in the country, Nick
Or
Bouzakis.
no, I mean, if he wins, he beat number 1.
Right. I'm just saying, like, up to this point, though.
Number
Right.
1, number 5.
But outside of that, he doesn't have any. He beat Milani, who Marcello Milani is currently ranked. Where at?
At Cornell.
I don't even know if he's ranked. He's not ranked anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'd be in the teens right now. He'd be somewhere in the Cooper Flynn, Trevor Anderson range. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It would be on brand for 125 though.
Yeah, it would.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about it all? What do you think the reasoning behind
I think
Macron over Bouzakis for this duel?
no intel at all, but I think Macron beat Nick in that match. You have to give Macron you don't have to. It's right to probably give him opportunities to keep that spot. He has not lost. Nick Bouzakis has been excellent and beat Jory Volk, and he beat Dean Peterson. He's looked really, really good. But he lost to Macron in the match. And so right now you've got McCrone has the head-to-head advantage, and Bouzakis has the more elite wins advantage. So you give McCrone an opportunity for an elite win, and if he wins it, then he's in the lead to start. And if he loses, then you're probably leaning more towards Bouzakis because you want the guy that's going to perform better against guys that are not in the Ohio State room, but rather outside. So I think this is them striving for clarity with this. I feel like if he loses this match, then maybe you're leaning more towards Nick. And if he wins, then, it's Brendan. So I think that's what they're doing. And I don't think it's a great matchup for McCrone. And I think Robinson is going to win.
Yeah, I think it answers maybe more questions about McCrone. It's like, okay, he's undefeated on the year, but is he elite tier? And I was going to look at what Ohio State's next real test at 125 collegiate duels. They do wrestle Iowa State. So could we see Bouzakis versus Steve-O there, or do they choose to go with McCrone again, give him another chance? For me, I almost wish it was Bouzakis, because then it's like, man, if he wins it, then if he beats Vincent Robinson, and then there's no doubt. Then it's like, okay, he's the guy. It's decided. But it's still only December, so it's like there's so much more of the season to play out.
Yeah, kind of awkward, but these things happen with the
best programs.
It's not easy. Not easy decisions to be made. So that's that. Going to be a really fun dual meet. I think Friday at 7, I want to say.
ETN Plus, right?
Yes, it's on the Plus.
Yeah, Friday at 7 Eastern.
So a separate subscription. You can do wrestling only. You can do team-specific only. They give you some options.
Yep. Okay, so that's a good duel. Could really impact the rankings there. Mm-hmm. Ohio State could jump further if Feldman beats Trumbull.
If Hartshula beats Singleton. Yeah.
I don't think either of those are going to happen. I would pick Trumbull and Singleton in those matchups. If Styles beats Biskins, that's a small jump, but, one all the same.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they have an opportunity to really up their stock a little bit more. Now let's go to the Penn State versus Wyoming, because in similar, there's quite a few good matches. This goes down Saturday. We're sending our very own mountain man Andrew Spey to Laradice, a.k.a. Laramie, Wyoming, for some coverage of the Cowboys for this weekend.
And getting some great recommendations from ex-Cowboys, from fans, and from our own David Bray, who spent many years in Laradice himself.
He did. 8 o'clock Eastern, which means 6 Mountain. Is it
6 Mountain? Yeah. Saturday evening is kind of usually it's Friday, Sunday. The duels usually go, but this is going to be a nice Saturday. It's like alumni night too. I think all the Cowboy alum are invited for some stuff, some activities there.
Some fun matches here. It's going to end with a bang, finishing with 84-97 in heavyweight. Assuming they start at 25. Rocco Welch versus Eddie Nietenbach. Nietenbach is tough. Rocco, he's been winning everything, but he had a one takedown match with Rylan Rogers, so wouldn't be surprised to see this one within the margins.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joey Novak versus Connor Mirasola. I mean, this is a big opportunity for Connor to, on a two-front thing, like for him to climb his own individual ranking, but also all right, this is a guy that Josh Barr is probably going to be beating. That if you're looking for that comparison, then outside of the wrestle-off, this is a good opportunity for Connor to get his first big NCAA win.
I'm trying to think if it was Connor or Aiden Sinclair, but I feel like Joey Novak pinned one of them.
Really? That wasn't Rogatsky?
Could have been Rogatsky. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Connor was up big on Rogatsky and got pinned multiple times.
Oh, okay.
I think this is what happened.
Okay. All right.
But
Novak only has his losses are only to elite guys like Elam.
We did lose.
But he lost to Sasso.
And then this year,
let me finish.
He had a Sasso loss, but I think the NCAA's last year he majored Stephen Little and Michael Beard. Those are all Americans, so that's why he placed 5th. So he's got a lofty ranking. The Sasso loss, yes, but then he's had a pretty solid year. Otherwise, short season.
Joey Novak teched Cole Mirasola in the 195 pounds first place match at USA Wrestling's Northern Plains Regional Championships.
Oh yeah, we all.
2022. We know that.
Oh,
We all and we,
I didn't know we were going back that far. Otherwise, I would have,
Well, that's why, in the rankings,
would've mentioned
Joey's ranked ahead of Connor.
Yeah.
One win over a twin equals the other win over.
That's true.
Yeah, you beat one.
We don't make the rules. You beat Tom, you beat Terry.
We
You
had
beat Troy, you beat Terry.
we had the brothers forfit where they seem to have a deal.
Larkin.
Ross Larkin
Yeah.
pact. That sounds like something you learn about in like history class. The Frost Larkin pact
Of Vegas 2025.
of Nevada. Yeah. So all right. So that's a big match. Obviously, that's I think the premier match. Although I don't know, I might be more excited for Cole Mirasola, Christian Carroll.
Yeah, that's my.
Two smaller heavyweights, very exciting. Both are shooters. I think this is a great match. Cole's been really good this year. Only lost to Nathan Taylor, and I'm excited to see like the evolution in Cole's tactics, right? Because he's got the offense. He's really skilled, but I think more than most wrestlers, he has to be very, very strategic about his style, which is offensive and risk taking. When you're shooting on these 250 plus pound guys, it's a different sort of challenge for him. So it's just gonna be interesting to see how he, if he wrestles Nathan Taylor at the NCAA tournament, how does that match change? How do those shots change? How does, but with this match, you don't have to worry about that. The tactics and like being a little more careful feels like they could both Christian Carroll and Cole Mirasola can let it fly. I honestly feel like Christian could be a little higher.
What's that in the
Yeah.
rankings?
Yeah.
Well, he lost to Jimmy Mullen this year,
That's right.
so that's why
he did.
he's
Well,
done.
that's
You
why.
didn't beat him in freestyle?
I didn't check that. Another oversight.
What about the Northern Plains Regional?
No, but I did do my homework here. Cole Mirasola beat Joey Novak at the Matt Boss Minnesota Christmas Tournament
Oh.
2022, and then Connor beat him at the U.S. Open.
So the Mirasolas are ahead of Joey.
2-1. Yeah.
2-1.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, outnumbered. So now they're even again.
now they're even.
How many Novak brothers are there?
There's a couple. The one wrestled in the All-Star
Nick
Classic.
Novak.
Yeah, Nick.
There you go.
My
We don't know.
cousins.
We don't know how many Novaks there are. There could be more.
All my cousins.
Yeah.
So 97 kind of looks like the marquee matchup on paper because you got the two guys in the top 10, but I'm a little bit more excited. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one, but 285 to me is, for the reasons you said, there's more question marks. You want to see these guys, you want to see both of them more at heavyweight because they have, Christian Carroll was down at 197, now different school, different weight, seems to be coming into his own. Cole Mirasola has got to adjust to heavyweights, did a lot of wrestling there as a true freshman last year. So that to me is just more interesting regardless of the rankings.
My favorite, one of the best parts of these Wyoming duels, it's not just the wrestling on the mat, it's the elevation
Ooh,
factor.
yeah.
Oh,
Altitude.
Is anyone going to struggle at altitude?
I'm honestly nervous about myself. I spent one bachelor
Honestly
party
fair.
in Denver, and we went to Red Rocks for a concert. And at one point, I was walking up from the bathroom, and I just stopped in the middle because everybody was sitting up top. And I'm like, I'm not making it.
That's it. You just didn't go to the
I'm
bathroom.
too tired. Altitude got me. I'm just going to watch from here from now on. So, that's a factor.
And this is higher.
Yes.
Laramie is substantially higher.
They
in
look
altitude.
their nose down at mile high. 1 mile. Interesting. What 1 point what miles?
Yes.
Point how many?
Look at this.
It's not even close. 2,200 meters higher?
Once you break 2,000 meters.
Wait, 7,200 feet. So Laramie, that's very high.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we don't see many Penn State wrestlers gas. This is basically rare footage. So something's got to give. Can Penn State? This is the one thing Cale never conquered: altitude. He was 159-0 in college, but
How many mountains has he really summited?
Yeah. Has he ever wrestled at this altitude? Although he's from Utah.
I was gonna say, I think
yeah.
also doesn't he like just as a hobby do some
Yeah.
mountain stuff?
So this is maybe to beat the altitude allegations. They're saying he can't do it. Now he's going to
More
altitude.
and more every day. I hear that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Wyoming, yet again, very scrappy squad. 7 ranked guys. I already told you about Luke Willishell. Like his game, but it's Marcus Blaze. So
Yeah.
dang it.
There's obviously it's Penn State. They're going to have a lot of opportunities for bonus. One weight class that's not there because neither guy is ranked, but it could get interesting is at 141. I don't think this is going to happen, but hey, Kale said it in the press conference that Nate Desmond, who's going to wrestle 141? It's Nesdeo right now. So well, Nate Desmond could go up. Probably not going to happen. Not for Wyoming. And then Wyoming has a guy, Cole Brooks, who was their starter at 141 last year. Was up at 149, but they obviously have Gabe Willichel. Will he drop back down? So that's an opportunity for the Cowboys to make something happen, maybe at 141.
And for you guys, like these, when a Penn State comes to a program like this, it's really it's a great thing for like the Wyoming, a Wyoming type of program. This is a big deal, and so it's really cool that Penn State's doing this and making the trip out west and wrestling against Wyoming, and they're going to get a great test and wrestle. This is, probably their most competitive dual meet they've had to date. And so it's a good thing that's happening. And when Iowa goes somewhere, when Oklahoma State, those programs travel, it's a big deal for those programs. So it's great that Penn State's doing this, and I'm really excited for that match.
It's going to be in the big arena too, the big basketball one, not the Unidome, which is great for wrestling, but they're added some more seats.
Have you checked the weather?
It was cold and not snowy or anything last time I checked, but I'm going to be monitoring that. Like I gotta.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. This is nothing.
Oh, that's balmy.
49.
50. 46.
Wow.
Yeah,
Laramie is
golden.
having a hard time beating the treacherous allegations.
Yeah.
Bray always has some funny stories because it's just different up there. One time there was the refs could not make it. There was a horrible snowstorm. No one could get in. And then, but the teams are there. Everyone's weighed in, but the refs are not coming. And there was all these delays. And then apparently there was I don't know how they figured it out, but there was a high school ref there. He's like, I can do it. And they're like, okay, fine. And this dude apparently, I hope I'm retelling this story right, just officiated the match.
12th man style, from the stands.
Yeah, it's I don't know, what are you going to do? And of course, the rules then were high school and college were different, but it was fine. I'm sure it was great. You got to do what you got to do. You're there to wrestle. Let's wrestle.
Yeah, everybody's there.
I was kind of hoping to see Spay battle the elements a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
You know that I hate the heat more than I hate the cold.
I know, but I feel like I haven't seen you in a lot of cold scenarios. I feel like it could break you as well.
Right. Man, I don't know why because it was cold, but Minnesota for the Big Ten championships.
Yeah.
And I just remember the cold. I'm like, oh, this is good. I don't like the heat. The cold is fine. But it's been a while since there was that much ice around. And I was getting a coffee from one of the hotels. And the car was there. And I'm like, all right, hold on. I'm hustling. And then I just wipe out and eat crap. Coffee goes flying. I'm right on my butt. And everybody's just you get your bearings and you look up and everybody's at the window just you idiot.
It was, I feel like I was laughing the least, but I know I did laugh.
I would have laughed at me. I mean, it was one of those movie pratfalls where banana peels slip and the
100%.
legs go up and I'm flailing my arms no, try to keep the coffee.
Other than that, that was such a fun Big Ten.
Those Big Tens were great.
Those were insane. Kassar beat Gable. Rivera beat Spencer Lee.
I mean, that arena
and Minnesota, yeah,
was packed to the rafters.
Insanely loud. That was just fun.
Yeah.
Hope
Despite falling on my butt,
yeah,
I still enjoyed it.
That was the sacrifice. Okay, so looking forward to that one. A reminder, that goes down Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern, live on FloWrestling. Please watch. Then, where are we going? We want to go to...
In Missouri, Northern Iowa, Oklahoma State, West Virginia, both those duels.
And we got the Uncivil War.
The Uncivil War.
You didn't remember that.
The Northern Iowa is going to be on Flow. That's...
Let's take a look at that one.
That's the what day is Uncivil War?
Friday.
Friday.
I'm going to be on the call with, get this, guys, Mark Bader.
What?
Remember that guy? He's got long hair. He's the man. Well, it'll be he and I on the call for the entire Uncivil War.
It's 3 duels. That's a long day. It's early call time.
But I've told Bader it's a Civil War reenactment. So he's got his whole wool uniform. I won't say which side, but
yeah, he's from a border state.
He said
we know what side.
He said he could do either, and I said, surprise me. We're gonna need plenty for both. So he thinks it's a reenactment, but no, this is Utah Valley versus UTC, and then Iowa taking on UTC, Chattanooga, of course, and then Utah Valley. Starts at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern with UVU versus UTC, and then Iowa wrestles at 7:30 and 9:30 Eastern all live on FloWrestling or live inside Hannibal High School in Missouri.
Dr. Lecter.
Dr. Lecter.
Yes, and shout out to Journeyman Wrestling for getting these duels on the board.
Weekly, having awesome events for.
We had Hustle in the Heartland, the Jostle, and now the Uncivil War.
And then next week, the collegiate duels.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to Nashville.
That's already next week.
It's already next week. I feel like I've been traveling every 2 weeks since like the World Championships.
I don't think we're gonna see Cody Chittum. There's some rumors floating around he might redshirt, but we were also told that he's gonna wrestle in a couple weeks. So
He wasn't in the probables though, correct?
yeah. So I put together the potentially ranked matches. I just put all the guys.
He was not in the probables?
He was not.
Okay.
They sent the probables out. No Cody.
But
A year might be good for Cody.
yeah,
Something.
He's a two-time
Yeah.
qualifier. He's got the high ceiling. We all saw him coming out of high school.
he peaked in the rankings at 6.
Yeah, because he's beaten like Downey. He's beaten a lot of good guys.
Ja'Cory Teamer is like when Ja'Cory was
Yeah.
really good.
Forgot about that.
He beat him 2 years ago. But Dean Peterson, Cooper Flynn, that should be fun. Ryder Block, David Evans might be the best match of the Uncivil War.
Yeah, I mean, Ryder just keeps winning these kind of matches, right? He gets in these tests, and he's only lost to Styles this year, has a bunch of ranked wins. And, yeah, Evans is another great test. That is the marquee match.
I feel like for Nasir Bailey, like Hayden Drury is not he's not an easy guy to wrestle. He's tough. He's gonna give Nasir everything he can handle. So I feel like it's kind of like, are you ready to go? You know, are you what direction is Nasir going in? You know,
Also, like, I feel like Nasir hasn't had a match against an opponent like this. He's either had, like, Mendez Echemendia
Yeah.
or, like, guys that are, like, not ranked.
not ranked. Yeah.
And so now this is, like, 24th ranked guy. Drury is tough. You're going to get a fight from all the Utah Valley guys. So, yeah, this is, it seems weird to say a 10 versus 14, but this is kind of a unique test for this year for Nasir Bailey. And, of course, a lot of eyes are on him and Jordan and all the transfers. But get an opportunity to watch the Hawks and the Nittany Lions this weekend. That's always a great weekend in wrestling.
That's awesome. Drury is definitely a guy I think of like, if you are expecting a deep run and a podium placement from Bailey at NCAA's, a Drury guy has to be an automatic win, which
Yes.
is not saying anything against Drury. He's got podium potential as well. But it's like, if you're counting on a guy, if you're looking at the perspective of Iowa, then that should be, okay, I'm not going to sweat that one out.
All right. This year, Drury beat Consiglio, Nash Singleton, Julian Tagg, Jesse Vasquez, Tyler Wells. He lost to Evan Frost 7-4.
Okay.
Hayden Drury.
So maybe you sandbagged him a little by putting him 24.
Well, he just lost I sandbagged him.
The big question is Adam Hall's mother going to be there? Because she brings the energy.
Yeah.
And
Whereas, like, she's got pom-poms and a tutu all decked out in green.
she's following in the footsteps of Utah Valley President Tumenes.
Yeah, they bring the energy. No, so excited for this one. And, yeah, I'll be on the call. So do with that what you will. I'm excited for it, that's for sure. And then, all right, let's talk about the Fighting Brackies versus the Oklahoma State Cowboys. This is a great duel. We're going to get the shootout, the showdown.
Oh, rematch.
Rickenberger Spratley Part 3, I want to say.
The OK Corral.
Might be 4.
It might be 4.
Let me check.
This is a great duel meet. Is this Sunday at 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to miss this one. Or I'll watch it. I have to watch it after the fact. Let's start with this before the shootout. Landon Robidoux, number 2, versus number 1 Ty Waters. So we could be leaving Sunday with a new number 1 in America, Ty Waters versus Landon Robidoux. This match needs to happen. Although Robidoux missed a little bit of time, hasn't he?
I don't know. He didn't wrestle the Cougar class.
Although they're also probably like still in like, well, let's not use all his dates yet. It's probably more being a little more
he
pragmatic.
did wrestle Arizona State,
Yes.
but he hasn't wrestled since then.
Okay.
So that's over 2 weeks. I'm going on 3.
That's not that long. Okay. So that's a huge match. Who do you think wins that match, Johnny?
Man, I don't know. I mean, Ty Waters looked great at CKLV, but man, Robidoux looks like undeniable right now. So I don't know. I'm leaning Robidoux, but yeah, I don't know.
This is a big test. I mean, Waters on the mat is a different sort of challenge that Landon has not faced at this point.
I hope for the Mountaineers' sake and for our friend Kyle Brackey, I feel like the Mountaineers need that one. Looking at a lot of the matchups.
Well, yeah,
Strickenberg could definitely win. Obviously,
don't sleep on Andrick. He's coming.
Andrick.
He's probably not going to beat Ronnie Ramirez though. Ronnie's looked really good.
They got 3 true freshmen that are undefeated right now.
Yep.
Ramirez, Vega, Rabadou.
Ian Bush Ryder cannot be slept on, and then Merrill Lawrence. But yeah, number 1 versus number 2 at 157.
I remember doing the Waters Van Ness preview last year and just watching a lot of Ty Waters film, and his big hole that he had at the time had hands. Like he just let guys in on his legs so frequently, and so like that's what gave me a lot of confidence to pick a guy like Van Ness who's going to get the legs. I feel similarly with Rabadou. The only other thing I would say for Waters, like he was dealing with like a back injury, not able to get in a stance.
Yeah,
so I feel like maybe that's been fixed, and I feel like this match will show that for sure.
Well, and he didn't really get to. He would have got to face Vinny Zerban, but we didn't.
We didn't get to see it.
So he didn't get to hit any top 10 guys, I don't think, en route to his CKLV title. But it seemed like guys were not getting in. He was holding really good position throughout the tournament. And what I've seen this year, ties look like that's been improved. Now, improved doesn't mean Landon Rabadou's not getting in on your legs several times in a match. So, yeah, the pace. Can Rabadou's pace be a factor here, too? He's a guy that really wrestles hard for 7 minutes. He's comfortable everywhere, but so is Ty Waters. I think this is one where maybe Ty gets it, but then come Big 12s, NCAAs, it could be a different story. You see that sometimes with these freshmen. Or just Landon Rabadou is just the best guy in the country.
Could be that dude. That's going to be on ESPN Plus. It's usually where West Virginia
I would
home
guess,
duels are.
yeah. So make sure
Or
you're
whatever
watching that.
ESPN is now.
I feel like, Ian Bush, how good he is, right, Christian?
Oh, yeah,
But
I know.
Bush,
More than anyone.
Bush and Rune Lawrence, like those are going to be good tests for Ryder and Merrill.
Absolutely.
To where we haven't seen the same offense from Ryder that we saw against Jackson Smith. So, yeah, it's one to circle.
Would this be similar to Bailey versus Drury? In that, if you want a deep run on these guys,
I would say yes.
you can't be slowing down when you have the guys in the teens and the 20s. Again, no disrespect to Ian Bush and Rune Lawrence. I think they're great wrestlers.
Cool. So that's a good one. UNI versus Missouri, another good one. This one's live on Flow.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday at 2 Eastern, 1 Central. The big ones here. What do we like the most in this one? Sima Steed, Downey Mayfield. Who do you think's the favorite in this dual meet overall, John?
Man, I don't know. Like,
UNI.
there's just so many toss-ups, and UNI has been traditionally better in duels over the last 2 years than
I don't know why I feel like UNI is just going to win this dual meet.
Missouri has been having a tough go at duels so far this year. Cam Steed has been out. If Cam Steed doesn't wrestle, it's going to be real tough to get that dual meet win when you have so many tough guys. They're so deep. I mean, there's no easy outs in that Panther lineup.
Yeah, Missouri's probably going to be favored in the unranked, the non-ranked matchups. I think 57, they should be favored there. R.J. Weston hasn't put it together yet. And then 97, Evan Bates should be favored over, or no. Yeah, he's their 97, right? Yeah.
He's not ranked?
No, he just doesn't have a ranked matchup.
UNI doesn't have a.
These are the ranked matchups. Yeah.
It just looks like a full preview.
Yeah.
There's so many ranked guys.
So, yeah, I mean, you look at it, you feel like Missouri's big favorite's 57, big favorite at 84, 97. You think 74, but Cam Steed's kind of been a little roller coastery.
This is that match to me is very in the balance.
Right.
Sima Steed.
So you give Missouri like 3 clear favorites, and then there's just a bunch of
That's what
toss-ups.
UNI kind of lacks, a clear favorite. Other than, I guess, Downey over Mayfield is kind of a clear one. I say that I take that back. Why Volker?
Volker.
Well, then you got Landon Seltzer.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably, yeah.
Landon doesn't have injuries have hampered him, but he's
Number 8
up this year.
V. Vaumbar.
Yeah, notable. So that's a great dual meet. Okay, what else we got? Any other big ones?
Let me see. These are just the ranked
Could always go to
matchups.
it is
Oklahoma Rutgers is a good duel on
this is,
Saturday.
This is Saldano Cartagena Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow,
They were both on the same
wrestle
team
off.
last year, and then
Yeah.
Saldano transferred to Oklahoma.
Pinto Schubert, I'm interested in. Schubert following his Cliff Keen Las Vegas title. Pinto coming off a pin loss to Singleton. What's he going to look like?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a fun duel.
Oh, we got to talk Iron Man and then Duplex. Yeah.
Sheesh.
We got all about that.
Before we do that, can we shout out our friends at athleteps.com. That's the team behind Nike Wrestling. We got the Inflict 4s are new because they've been in the lab improving on the Nike Inflix 3, the most popular shoe in college wrestling. Well, now it's even better, and you see them strewn about our set here and draped across some of the whatever those things are, bookshelves. But go to athleteps.com, hit the wrestling button, and then you get all these options here that John's scrolling through. Great shoes. They're durable, lightweight, and they're going to make you look cool on the mat as well.
Where's that Flow merch store? How did you find that?
We got that link, and then
Now it's gone?
I haven't looked for it, to be honest.
me see.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
I'm gonna look for it right
I couldn't
now.
find it.
It's got to be. Look for Jeff Judge's.
Someone asked me for
All right,
Flow
it
shirt.
is.
Yeah.
All right, everyone listen closely. It's stores.inksoft.com/flow-wrestling/shop/home.
We got to
rolls off
that up.
rolls off the tongue.
Gotta-
There it is. Slack me that so I can send it to people if you don't mind, John. Whenever you can.
I'm gonna do it right now so I don't forget.
20 days to order, and then the product ship by January 31st. They could ship earlier, but
Does this store go away in 20 days?
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We need to pump that link out a
we
little
gotta.
bit more.
Yeah, we gotta get on
We
this.
got to get on this.
See these nice designs.
Okay.
Perfect Valentine's Day gifts.
They
Oh
cooked-
yeah.
They cooked with these.
I got Katie covered already.
Like a little like 80s, 90s throwback here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you got men's, women's, and youth sizes, all available.
The whole fun for the whole family.
You could outfit everybody in your family,
That's right.
except babies, but they'll just have to have a loose.
Oh, you
It's
can
like
put,
a
you
little,
can put a
night,
little baby in
little
there.
nightshirt.
Yeah,
you know?
giant.
Yeah, your baby will have a nice loose shirt.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Iron Man, briefly,
I'll pull in all the ranked wrestlers there.
there's thousands.
There's unlimited.
A tenth of 1,000.
So
So many.
we'll just hit the highlights here. Biggest matchup by far, Melvin Miller versus Jaden James.
Sheesh.
This is the match we've wanted for quite some time. Now it is finally going to happen. I say finally, but I don't know. Since last year, I've really wanted to see this match. Now we should see it. Now the rest of the field, which has like 10 other ranked guys, is going to have something to say about it. But at this point, Jaden and Melvin have real separation from that field. And it feels like this is probably an assured final. And I think it's going to be a fantastic one.
Who do you favor here?
Melvin Miller.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't?
No, I was surprised that you were so quick to answer.
Yeah. Do you think Jaden James would?
I think he's a good wrestler.
I think Jaden is an insane prospect.
Yeah.
I don't know if he beats Brandon Cannon by like 6 points.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Melvin at his best. I mean, is just otherworldly, like one of the best prospects we've seen. But we've also seen him not at his best. So I don't know. A tournament, a lot of stuff can happen. Jaden might be.
When's the last time we saw him not at his best?
Didn't he have some tight ones at Fargo?
That was what,
Some
2 years ago?
Years ago.
2 years ago, Fargo. He had
Yeah.
to pull out that last second.
He had the last
There was
second thing. He lost.
There was a tight one after that.
I don't recall. It's possible. He had a tight one with PJ Duke that he lost. He lost soundly to Landon Robidoux last year.
What was his match at who's number one? Oh no, he Daybolt. It was Daybolt for like the millionth time, but Daybolt scored the first couple, like got some points on him, and then he had to come back.
He scored us at a point, but yeah, it was definitely all Melvin in that match. It was like a major, I think.
Yeah, he pulled away. But I just remember thinking the first period that was not peak Melvin.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I favor Melvin here, but Jaden James is. I mean, really, these are. You know, you could argue the best prospect is one of these guys. You know, you've got Bo and some others, but I think they're both going to have insane careers at the next level.
Yeah.
And this is not an indictment of what they're going to be, but this is my current read on who they are. I think Melvin wins.
That's a match you want to watch if you're any college wrestling fan, because
100%.
they are going to be on the scene soon. They are going to be the guys that we're going to get yelled at because Kozak didn't rank them because they're going to be true freshmen. So get ready, get your ammunition now.
Melvin will be ranked high.
Melvin will be ranked. Dude, how high? This is what we've been talking about in the office is Bo Bassett. He's going to be ranked really high.
He's going to be ranked top 5 preseason probably.
Yeah.
Jackson Joy and others, obviously, but that
yeah,
one
Jackson Joy, Caleb Tyus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like in this matchup, going back to Miller James, maybe folk style also kind of favors Melvin a little bit more than freestyle. Not that he's not great in freestyle, but I feel like sometimes Melvin struggles to get to his offense the same way in freestyle. Like when he's stifled, it's in freestyle. It's not in folk as much.
Jaden's gonna be prepared. He's gonna have a good game plan. The
also,
quickness with which I answer that question is not indicative of I think it's gonna be ugly. If I have to pick one, it will be Melvin.
It's also interesting that Ironman, they're going to be small mats, and they put 3 mats in a gym. It's a great environment because everybody's right on top of it, and the stands are right there. But that out of bounds shows up real quick.
Yeah.
And Ohio refs a little bit different. Not saying worse or bad, but
They're different, all right.
certain calls are not going to be what you might be used to. These are 2 guys that don't wrestle in Ohio.
They're way more apt to call stalling on the top wrestler.
They hate mat wrestling in
They
Ohio.
don't like mat wrestling. That's just my experience.
That's a reputation. So those are little factors that might shade things one way or another. I don't know which way they would shade them, but just things to be aware of when the match hopefully goes down in the finals.
We got Singer versus Jeter. That's a 1 versus 2 matchup potentially at Ironman.
75.
150. Bo versus Bachman is possible, but Bo's gonna have to get by Charlie DeSena again. That was the Super 32 final. Charlie got a takedown. And then Bachman will have to get past Cassiope, but excited about that one. And then Jaden Rainey potentially against Fred Bachman. That's a fire matchup if it goes down. But yeah, a lot of good. The field is insane. And as always,
David Bray is so pumped about it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
He keeps looking at the entries and just getting excited on his desk. He's pumped up.
Dude loves Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. If you can go to this tournament, it is like a really fun environment. My dad went a couple of years ago, made so many friends. It's like, yeah, it's really unique to high school wrestling, and it's a special tournament.
Yeah, I haven't been in years, but I loved it when I went.
Dude, can I tell us a quick story about my dad?
Yeah.
He's wrestling high school wrestlers right now.
Oh,
He's
my
helping
gosh.
coach. He was telling me the story. I was like, well, who are you wrestling? What weight? And my dad's 68. And he was like, well, I was just wrestling a 220 pounder.
Oh, my
I was like,
gosh.
what? And so he's like, yeah.
Scary.
He's like, he really likes the headlock. He's like, I knew it was coming, so I just let him headlock me and I rolled him through. He called me yesterday. He was so excited to tell me about it. But I'm just imagine you're like a 15-year-old kid and you're like wrestling this 68-year-old man.
He's cooking you.
He's rolling through.
You
on
probably
a headlock.
would not think that Jerry is 68, though. Like when you're wrestling this, you'd be like, oh, this dude's 50 or 45 or whatever.
He wants to wrestle the Masters so bad.
What's stopping him?
Hopefully we don't allow it. Hopefully somebody
I want
stops
it to happen.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not allowing it.
Yeah.
Let him. Come on. Let Jerry run.
No.
We're going to have to start a free Jerry movement.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm the jailer that you have to stop.
Oh, dang it.
That's
we
the
got to get past Spay
Yeah.
to get Jerry.
I'm going to be barricading that cell.
Spay and Kozak's mom are going to put a stop to this.
Yeah. No.
Once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Walsh Jesuit, the Ironman. It's a fun little high school that you get snack bars at the cafeteria, and there's a nice auxiliary gym.
There you go.
All right, want to do questions?
Yeah, let's do questions.
We got a lot of them. We only got
Iron Man starts tomorrow.
15 minutes to
Gang.
answer. Tomorrow, is it? So it's
Friday, Saturday.
Friday,
is
Saturday, women.
Boys. Sunday's the girls' turn.
Girls Sunday. Okay, cool. All right. From T-Flow Wanyo. What is an equivalent upset to Ohio State winning it in March? What odds are we looking at here for Ohio State?
Well, that very much depends who you ask.
Not a duel meet now. This is a tournament.
It's a
Tournament's
tournament.
less likely.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
So is it not a little bit alarming that the removal of one number one guy makes it, edge Ohio State.
Mhm.
On the other hand, they just don't. What is the Penn State drop-off history at the NCAA tournament?
That doesn't happen.
It just does not happen. Their consistency relative to seeds is just unbelievable.
Especially because they're starting with high seeds, so it's not like they can gain a lot. If there were a bunch of guys seeded 12th and they got all Americans, you'd be like, oh wow, they're whatever. But you can't do better than a number one seed.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they just they don't do it. Like Chinzo lost to Aymar Makai Lewis. Right, the small variations. Shakur Rashid is maybe the one guy you could say he was a 2 seed and he got, I think, 7th. But they just don't fall back at NCAAs, and it's never really happened. So it's just hard to create a situation, even on the health side. Like they had Jason Nolf ripped his knee, won NCAAs. Josh Barr, Big Ten injury. NCAA finals. They just
Srirachi had the huge brace on his leg. He couldn't even do anything in Big Tens. Then he's like, I'll just win anyway.
Nothing stops this train. So, is this all right? How about this? Would you going into if we were in a time machine, what would you say is more likely? Wyatt Hendrickson beating Gable Steveson or Penn State not winning this year's national title?
How far back?
Tyler Meisinger said there was a 0% chance that Wyatt could win. Like that was like common sentiment.
I think it's still,
especially if you go back before Wyatt, like Wyatt's like sophomore year or something.
Well,
yeah, but I think it's still Penn State not winning because it's one match. Like, anything can happen in one match.
Injury default.
Yeah. So like, or a pin, especially with someone like Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
But for this to happen, I mean, Ohio State, they do have like the bullets in the chamber to where, like, if they just wrestled out of their minds, they could put up some pretty big points.
I mean, if Bouzakis, Divino, Mendez win.
Looted is in the bag.
Looted, that's 49.
Brandon Cannon looks great.
Yeah, their first 5 really have to do all so much of the lifting.
Feldman can make the finals.
Yeah, so you need to put like 6 in the finals. Yeah. And honestly, I think that's still. I don't think that's going to do it.
Because how many guys could Penn State put in the finals?
8.
Yeah, 8.
If you're looking at it from like probability and you want to do the math, you got to look at all the things. Pick the key points and go which is more likely. If it's less likely and you need it to happen to give Ohio State a chance, then you have to multiply. Then the odds go down. If it's more likely Penn State, their odds are going up. And all the things like, okay, well the Penn State guys have to lose. That makes the probability less likely.
Here's the kind of things that could skew it. You need Josh Barr to not come back. You need the Mirasols to kind of hang around in the rankings about where they are. You need PJ Duke to fall victim to what I am calling the best weight class in college wrestling this year, 157. I will not be swayed out of thinking this is the best weight. I just don't, from a talent perspective, you're not going to convince me any weight's better than 157. And with that, can a true freshman get 5th, 6th, 7th?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Okay. Nagao doesn't come back, or if he comes back, he's not the same. And remember, he didn't place last year.
And then they don't put Ono in.
They don't put Ono, Braden Davis.
Yeah, they have so many like break glass in the event of emergencies, guys. It's like, all right, not only are we wrestling, we're not going to use Ono this year. We're not going to use Nate Desmond. We're not going to use, I don't know, other guys. So, and then you need Luke to get 3rd again, and Blaze to be, lose to Divino and Lucas Bird and get 3rd or 4th. And these are the kind of, and you're just compounding all these things that you're probably taking the other side of the scenario every single time.
That's what I'm saying. And then that this decreases the odds until you're looking at fractions of a fraction.
Yes. And ultimately you're left with they're going to win. Mm-hmm. I'll ask this, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Does this year feel more possible than last year?
Yeah.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think the combination of the young guys and the injury at 41, the unknowns. There's more unknowns. And it feels like there's some weight classes where it's, a little deeper, 184.
Doesn't feel like 10 All-American year.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Ohio State is showing out.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a team
That's-
that went to NDI and was like, put
And
their
we're
stamp
not even talking about Oklahoma State, right? And that was kind of the narrative coming into the season is can Oklahoma State cement themselves as number 2, you know?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for them to do
Yeah.
this year.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, they have some emergency, you know, smash glass situations as well, or scenarios. But yeah, it's going to be really tough to run them down this year.
Okay. Next question from Wrestling Fan. Who has underperformed season to date so far that you expect to make a huge comeback in the second semester?
Who might that be? Well, Styles had a rough start to his year, but he's still ranked 5th
Mm-hmm.
despite that. I mean, do you think Swiderski? Do you think Figueroa? Do you think
Lackland.
Lackland would be one that I think is a fine candidate? Do you think Nasir Jordan find a little more offense? Those are the names that kind of come to mind. Where you
Dolly.
Godali.
Golly, yeah.
Those are the names that come to mind where I've seen very different versions of all of these wrestlers, and so those would probably be the names I'd keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys that have track records, but just, bad month or so.
All right. Not a wrestler. Is Kale opting out of tough non-conference competition like national duels so his wrestlers will be underrated and thus sparking an online movement to pressure Flow to changing their rankings
I see why you like that question.
I'm not sure if there's a group that cares less about rankings than Penn State. They don't care.
No, but he
Iowa
still did
doesn't
this,
care.
though.
Huh? But he
Still
did.
did that. I mean, that's just one of the magical ways that he's able to control everything.
Okay, yeah, or that.
I don't think
he cares about the.
it's not because he
online
cares.
movement.
He just knew that this would be another result.
Oh, okay, got it.
That's what I don't think we said this today. Is if we didn't move PJ Duke up, Penn State would have been behind Iowa too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun.
And you just wouldn't have showed up.
This
the
is
first
all.
week.
Yeah, Kale is just making your life harder by just having a
Yeah, help me
I'm not
out,
saying
buddy.
he cares, but this is by design.
He is laughing at you right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
Yeah, this guy.
You call yourself the rank king. All right, next question. Virginia's for FRL. If you had a magic wand to make all NIL deals equal monetarily according to NCAA performance, would you do it?
I don't know.
sounds communist. to
It
me.
sounds Well, it doesn't sound communist. It sounds like not communist, but also like that's not how any sports contracts really work. There's incentives, but it's not like
This is against the free market. Communism would be each according to their needs or whatever. So they do reward people for performance. And no, I'm a free market capitalist.
okay.
Yeah, I mean it is professional sports. Like you can prove yourself and then you get paid more.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what happens
So yeah,
now
maybe
to a degree.
it seems more. It seems better. It seems to align all the interests in the right direction, right, and all the motivations. But
Mhm.
yeah, not probably reasonable.
I mean, you hear people talk about like, oh,
Illegal.
it's a contract year, so it's like he's balling out.
Yeah.
you know. So
People could make whatever agreements they want with each other, in my opinion.
okay, JB the Hawkeye asks, who do you think should get the spot at 133 for Oklahoma State, and what do you feel like the reason Richie Fig is underperforming?
I said my piece, Chrissy. Everyone knows what I think they should do at 133. I think restraint and wrestling Ronnie Ramirez makes a lot of sense. And that's what I would do. I think one of the, more so than the change of scenery, I think if you're at the wrong weight class, there is nothing that you can really do about it. You're not going to wrestle well. And I don't think Richie is in the right weight class. And I think that's just a really tough thing to overcome. There's very few wrestlers that can be at the wrong weight class and succeed. And wrong, is that strong? But it's not his optimal. The optimal weight class for Richie is 125. And you could say that, I mean, it could be correlation isn't causation. He changed weights. He's not as good. And you could also say, hey, he wasn't really that great at 25 last year. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is a guy that's NCAA champion. That's an uber recruit, uber talent. That's struggling to find wins against unranked wrestlers. So I think it's weight related. And I think I said the same about Nasir and Jordan Williams. I don't know if that's the right weight for those guys. So yeah, that's what I think about 33.
So this is a next good question from Taylor Skeens. What point do the Cowboys make the decision that Ronnie Ramirez is the guy moving forward?
I think they're probably around there right now. Will they give Richie more chances? Maybe. But at this point, Ronnie's starting to accumulate a lot of wins that are going to help him in the seeding process, and just seems like a more trustworthy guy in a dual meet setting, someone that you're going to want to go with. So I think they're going to send to the scuffle. So if they send guys there, and I'll also say this, like, they'll keep using and monitoring Ronnie. If they do that, and if he starts to fall back and not struggling, then, Richie could see opportunities. They have, maybe even other guys there.
Their first semester schedule is just nuts. They have Nebraska next week.
Wow. I know.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's a good pre-Christmas duel.
Yeah, very good duel. And then they've got the scuffle. I think they're going to send to that. It's on their schedule. Then Bedlam, Missouri.
Big 12, Northern.
They got a little bit before they hit another really tough 33. So Frost would be, I think, on a Friday. So, yeah. Anyway.
They got Cheez-It to sponsor a duel.
Sponsored by Cheez-It.
Good for Cheez-It.
Dang.
Thanks for supporting wrestling, Cheez-It.
Thank you, Cheez-It.
Thanks, Cheese.
Thank you, Cheez-It.
All right. Next question from Not a Wrestler. Can JD periodically update his NCAA championship prediction rankings? It's interesting and may appease the angry mob.
Oh, there's no mob. It's like 14 people. But
also, how is we supposed to get our clicks up?
Yeah.
The mob is all by design.
Yeah, he can. We should ask him.
We'll ask him.
Come on.
Take that chainmail off and get back to the prediction rankings.
Yeah.
All right. Avery Lynch. His questions for CP only. Next tournament Caleb is entering.
Wrestling this weekend.
All right.
Very soon.
Is this a state qualifier or no?
No.
When's
Those
the
start
first state qualifier?
January.
Okay.
So we got time.
Getting him peaked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, periodization is in effect.
I brought in Miles Amin to work with him.
Yeah. I mean,
finally, some decent partners.
Yeah, finally. Yeah,
Was
basically.
Nolf just not able to keep up with him?
Yeah, Nolf. It's just really, it's a pace thing. You
Yeah.
know, Nolf's getting up there in age, and just Caleb is just, yeah. No, it's good. I mean, it's pretty insane when Jason's not there. It's like, oh, no, Nolf today, but they always have someone great. But then it's Miles Amin is running practice.
Yeah.
It's like,
Now they can get a taste of that San Marinese style of wrestling.
yeah. No, it was good. All defense, which is, you can't have enough of that.
all right. From Crosshairs, which current number 1 ranked wrestler would be able to win an NCAA title the most weight classes above their own? Could anyone go 3 weight classes?
I thought about this. I don't think so.
No?
Certainly no one at 25. I don't think anyone at 33 is beating Jesse Mendez.
Mm-hmm.
Although you could say maybe Marcus Blaze was close, but like, no.
Could Jesse do 49?
Yes.
3 is a bridge too far.
3 though. I mean, there's some years where I've thought like, yeah, Aaron Brooks could win heavyweight. But
I feel like Levi at 74. Could he?
You have to somehow drop to 65 first.
could Levi Haynes beat Josh Barr?
Yeah.
Okay, Levi Haynes. Levi Haynes was my number 1. Like, if anyone can do it, it's him.
Well, or Mitchell could beat.
But Mitchell was not beating Levi, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess.
Guys have world silver medal.
It's just such a different. I mean, it's such a different narrative now than maybe a year ago. You know, like if you were to say in folk style, Mitchell comes off an NCAA title, Levi
Mitchell's
takes
not
third.
winning 184. He's not beating Max
No,
Malloy.
174.
I know, but the question was 3, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess to get to
Start with 2.
yeah, you got to start.
Yeah,
with 2.
Yeah.
Work
Yeah,
your way up.
Mitchell could win 174.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely could.
All right.
I like
Okay.
that question.
Next question from Malcolm. What second semester returning wrestler will have the most impact on his team and weight class come March?
Come March. Ethan Miller for the Hokies is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Meyer Shapiro.
Meyer Shapiro.
Yeah.
Cornell. Although that's such a deep weight class, it's like he's definitely going to be a big factor in it. Is going to be
Huge
the
factor.
most change of a weight class.
Let me look at the MIA wrestlers. Oh, Ryan Crookham, Luke Stanich. Let's see. Who hasn't wrestled yet? Lorenzo Norman.
Josh Barr. We haven't said Josh Barr.
Josh Barr, yeah.
Lorenzo Norman's a good one.
I think he's going to be,
good.
and these are wrestlers who might return first semester. Lorenzo Norman, his first match back might be Levi Haynes. Or it could be a
It
second
makes me
match.
think it's not going to be his first match. All right.
Yeah. Ragusan at 141. He's beaten Jesse Mendez before. So.
Yeah. Well, literally, Josh Barr could come back and he would make Penn State the #1 team in America. So that's the biggest impact possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or Masa Ono.
Well,
Oh.
yeah.
I know he's
That's not really being discussed, guys. Just so I don't.
Right.
want you thinking
That's all just like who is not
Yeah, it's
wrestled
just
yet.
fan speculation. All right. From Sipdit. Why did Levi Haynes hit a leg lace at the Black Knight? LOL.
Just having some fun, I guess. I don't know. The hands were just, old habits. He trained a lot of freestyle this summer and fall, and
I was thinking.
you don't lock hands. Why not?
I think he was thinking of the Aoyagi pin in a leg lace. Remember that?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I need to post that. That was so funny.
I think we could rule out that he was actually trying to get reps in, because if your opponent is not defending against a leg lace, then
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't want to go.
That was I think that was that guy's first ever wrestling match.
Oh, not Cooper. Not the guy Levi was wrestling. The guy Aoyagi was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that
guy.
was so funny.
I hope it loads. No, it's not loading. Oh, here it is. All right, yeah, we can pull this in.
This guy, Aoyagi had some fun with it. Look at this. Look at our man. Dude, Aoyagi is so
Where is
funny.
he from? Is this like a Singapore guy? or
He,
something?
like Thai.
What is that flag? Hong Kong?
Let me see.
Yeah, something
Hong
like
Kong.
that.
Yeah,
Hong
that's Hong Kong.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They
That
called the
guy's
fall.
way better than the guy that Levi.
Remember, like, have our little conversation with him afterwards. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is our last question. And it also is 11:33.
Oh, we had some other ones, but
We
yeah.
have a lot more. I can find a couple more if you want me to. From Take the L Beth. Who else is buying some Richie Fig stock with me? Price has never been lower. Jax is not coming back. Reasonable chance, 40%. Ronnie still ends up redshirting. He's caught fire before. Great first period. Takedowns. Incredible nickname.
Stunna Man Rich.
You buying any stock?
I'm not. I'm holding
Holding. Okay.
Diamond hands.
Diamond hands.
Diamond Hands. I'm not buying though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for the right price.
I thought there was a good one about
investments out there.
freshmen, non-freshman traditional redshirt from last year is benefiting the most from.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
So I thought about this. I mean,
Can you read it again? Because you kind of.
yeah, what non-freshman traditional redshirt from last year is benefiting the most from that decision so far? I just want to answer that part. Go. Well, I think Ben DeVino, huge. I mean, he looks great. Jackson Joy, it's sort of different at Cornell, but he basically took that year between.
Yeah.
I think that was really helpful for him. Aiden Sinclair went from, losing kind of a lot of matches. Not a lot.
Got majored by Dustin Plott.
Yeah. That does not look like that would happen this year. He just beat Max McAnally. Who else? Those were the big ones.
Those are great. Yeah, those are great ones.
Those are a few I'm missing, but those stood out to me. So, yeah, I think there's still some benefit for it. Obviously, those guys were all D1 ready right out the gate, but now they're title contender ready.
Yeah. There's still an adjustment period no matter how ready you are. It's a very different world.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the show. We're going to be back on Monday, but you're going to see me tomorrow at the Uncivil War. Plenty of Iowa wrestling. Then we got Penn State live on Saturday. We've got Ironman all weekend long. We've got UNI versus Missouri. So much great wrestling. That means Monday's show is going to be an absolute monster, and we can't wait to talk about it. And we so appreciate you guys consistently tuning in more and more every day. That means a lot. Thank you to our friends at Nike Wrestling. Thank you to Nikki, our producer, the pride of Evanston, Illinois. And we're going to be back Monday. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.